Ben,
Sup, Ed?
we have a new guest today, and unfortunately, he has stipulated that only people who can pull above 200 kilograms on deadlifts can be in this room today. Oof.
Yes, I am not worthy.
Yeah,
I'm not worthy, Daddy. Wait, what?
unfortunately. So, today there's going to be our new permanent guest co-host, Joel. Introduce yourself, my friend.
What's up, guys? From 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Like I'm a certified fitness trainer. After 8 p.m. who knows? Like I might do stuff like this. Alright. Ed has very generously offered me a place to come on the Whiskies and Weebs podcast and sample some of this stuff.
That's
and talk about weeb stuff. Yeah, I can't swear on the podcast. So
Exactly.
Weeb stuff. So like I'm looking forward to that.
You guys say weep shit.
Right.
That's
Weeb
Yo,
shit.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
you get used to it, no worries.
Alright.
Yep. So with that said, tell us a bit more about what you are as a weeb. What do you
I am
know?
as a weeb.
What is your existence? What is your sonzai?
Yeah, honestly, like as far as weeb stuff goes, right? Like I think I'm not as deep in I'm not like as deep of a weeb as you guys, but I do have like my likes and dislikes with anime and manga, right?
Oh.
So
Let's hear it.
yeah, I mainly consume like fighting anime and manga. I haven't read one in a while.
Oh, you and me
like,
both.
a lot of the mainstream stuff, like I used to like my first manga was Bleach. Like I really like how Bleach evolved. Maybe not the middle stuff, like maybe not when Kubo got lazy, but like towards the end, like I really like how Kubo tied up the Aranka arc and like the Quincy arc.
Okay.
Looking forward to more of the Bleach reboot actually. And
All right.
let me think, what other stuff have I been into? Like when Attack on Titan came out, like I jumped on the hype train. It was really good.
Oh yes, 2013 around there.
Yeah. Like Kill la Kill, Tokyo Ghoul was decent, but like I think it's a little bit overrated.
Became a bit of a dumpster dive.
Yeah. Let me think. Like I'm trying to think of like some of the more esoteric stuff that I've seen and watched. Like I don't know if this counts as like weeb stuff, but like, I read this webcomic called Kill 6 Billion Demons.
Kill 6 billion demons.
Like if it's like this mishmash of like Hindu mythology, like Skyrim lore, and if you really like kind of like very chaotic like high fantasy stuff, like with a little bit of like an apocalyptic twist, like you're gonna really like it. So
I see.
that's the kind of stuff that I like. I read a lot of like fantasy and like fighting stuff, I guess.
Alright, I think Rosengarten Saga will be right up your alley, but hey, this is not just a wheat podcast. This is an alcohol podcast.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think we got here today, Ben? The guy
Well,
who cuts
clearly,
beer.
Unfortunately, I can see that you have a wild turkey, which is probably better than whatever I have here. So
Yes.
What is
yes,
it,
taste it for me and share with me what exactly the taste is.
Yes, well, you see, he's kind of traumatized because I have the bottle of Wild Turkey 101 up there, but it's actually been mixed with a bunch of other weird stuff.
What?
Yes, the
Yes,
infinity
my infinity
bottle.
bottle. You look at it, you will see like the infinity symbol on it. Yes. But today we have a different Wild Turkey. So I've tried almost all the Wild Turkeys that are conventional out there. So you have the Wild Turkey Bourbon. So it's 81 proof. It's 40.5% alcohol. This one's the same thing. Also 81 proof, 40.5% alcohol. But it's made of rye grain.
Yeah, I see this one is a rye. Like so like besides the bourbon and the rye, like what else does Wild Turkey have?
It also has the 101 proof. So that is about 10% stronger.
Nasty.
About 10% stronger. Then they also have other cask strength wild turkeys, like rare breed. I wanted to get one of those, but yeah, pricey. Yep. And do you know why I chose wild turkey today?
Now, I know, but like,
You know,
I don't wanna
do you
spoil
know?
It. I don't want to spoil it, right?
I
Alright, so we chose wild turkey today because we're going to be talking about something very interesting, very close to heart to the two of us. Not so much you, Ben, but we'll get you into it eventually, especially with how much cultivation journey of Buff Weeps content has been going on. Today,
don't
we're
worry,
here to
I'm
talk
here
about
for it.
something. We're here to talk about strength. Because Joel here, he is a competitive powerlifter who has recently competed in a meet, taking gold medal and having the most absurd bench lift off that I've ever seen in the past 3 months.
Only the past 3 months. Yeah.
Yep.
Only the past
Damn.
3 months.
He doesn't look like it though.
So
Power lifter? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So he's a sub 74 not junior, right?
No, open.
Open.
Yeah.
Yes. And you recently totaled 620?
No, 600 on the dot.
600 on the dot. Yeah, 620 was your goal, right?
Yeah, 620 was the goal.
Yes.
I fumbled the bag a little bit at the meet, but you know.
Give the SBD numbers and your out of 9, what do you get?
Oh my god. Okay, so on squat, I'm just gonna give like the good lifts that contributed to the total. So like for squat, I hit 222.5 squat. On bench, I hit 135, and on deadlift, I hit 242.5. But the meet, I missed a lot of lifts on like technicalities and like fatigue due to like bad technicalities. So like on squat, like I missed like a final attempt of 227. On bench, I missed a final attempt of 137. So like a little bit shy of that like very coveted like 140 bench. And on deadlift, I had to retake 242.5 twice due to like judging standards. But you know, that's just the way it goes. So like all of that totals to around 600. Like,
yeah, I would edit all the images to be all like the vids to be like here if you don't mind, so that everyone can see your amazing lift off on bench.
Yeah, it'll be right here.
But Ben, what do you think of the numbers?
Yeah, man. Wait, those are in kg, right?
Yes, they're in kilos.
Wait, how do you? Holy shit, that's
we don't use freedom units here, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. But you're what, 70?
I'm 74 kilos right now. 75 after KFC, but like yeah.
Yep.
But wow, that's insane, the amounts. I could barely lift my arm. Wait, what?
So you see, like pound for pound, this guy is much stronger than me, and he out totals me by 100 at least.
That's because
back when I actually squatted.
Yeah, it's just because you don't squat.
Holy.
5 bar, knees over toes. Yeah, that's it.
It's
So
insane.
if you talk about a topic of strength, what better to have than someone who is both a weeb, powerlifter, and a cultured individual, and he's ready to drink for the night. So let's get this popping open. All right, that's it. Let's get this popping. All right.
Pop it.
I can already smell a bit of green. Yeah.
That's
All
an
right.
interesting one. No wonder it's Hanayama's choice of drink.
So only go you pouring half drams.
Yeah. No, this is the taste, like not the yeah. Alright.
Not to nuke yourself.
Ben, I hope you're pouring yourself like a good drink.
Of course. A good drink is not the right term lah. What I have here is this.
We kind of
Ed knows.
Oh, is that a real stone?
Yes, Ed knows it very well.
Let's just pretend that he doesn't have a drink in his hand, because that doesn't.
He might as well
qualify
be
as a drink.
drinking absinthe.
Yep.
Like neat absinthe.
Yeah. So do you know how
Yeah.
you savor a drink?
I have an idea of whiskey, but like I don't. You gotta understand like where I'm coming from. Like I never really enjoyed whiskey before.
All right.
So like
So
please teach me.
let's give you a chance today.
Yeah.
So we have here Wild Turkey in a Glencairn glass. So this is a nosing glass. So it's meant to concentrate the smell here. So first you're going to take a deep whiff in your nose, leaving your mouth open. So. Boy, I can really smell the grain.
From the initial note, it's really sweet on the nose, but like it's not in like an overbearing way. So it's not like artificial sweetener.
Is there a flavor to that sweet?
Little bit of like honey, maybe a bit of like flower in there as well, like wildflowers.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is promising already. He's got a better description than most of our guests so far.
Indeed. They smell it and they just say, "Oh, it smells like alcohol." Right.
We had guys who were like,
No.
smells like alcohol.
No, but the thing is like, you know, I mean, it's the stereotypical like smell of alcohol, but you don't like the alcohol vapor doesn't really like come into the nose very much.
Yeah.
I think that might be the glass, or it might be like the temperature, but yeah.
Or
It's
it
a
might
nice
be that.
whiskey, like, no doubt.
Right. So
Yeah, it might be that Ed actually has a good whiskey this time and not just like pure alcohol.
I normally have the good whiskeys on this like channel, so
Yeah, for context, the last whiskey that I like somewhat enjoyed was like Monkey Shoulder, which is decent.
there's
for the
no
price.
way. There's
Like, it's
no way. Monkey shoulder is.
It's okay for the price. It's like $40 a bottle.
Well, Ed has some good stuff here and we'll show you some of the better stuff in the future maybe.
Looking forward to it.
Permanent guest co-host. Alright, so now we're going to
Yes.
take a drink. So cheers. So take a small amount, put it in your mouth, and then let it roll over your entire tongue before you swallow.
Oh, wow.
This is good.
it's
You're missing out, man.
it's very
Yes.
sweet, but like it's very. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's very unapologetic about how hard it bites. Like like you can tell like the person who like created the taste profile. I don't know what the official terminology for it would be, but like you can tell that this person like wanted to make a strong whiskey, but they didn't want like it to be like a whiskey that like is strong for no reason, you know.
Yeah, this has some personality to it, right? It's pretty bold.
It's very
Full body.
Yeah, full body and like very in your face, but like not in a bad way.
Yeah. I get a very full grain taste and a bit of and a hint of sweetness, probably because I'm very used to sweet stuff.
Yeah. The grain is like really front and center.
Damn, I am clearly missing out. I think Ed knows what I have here, and damn.
It's disappointment in his hands. Whereas here we are relishing a good drink.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could get into.
I
this
wish I
stuff.
could be there.
Yep. But slowly take your time to savor it. We don't want to generate alcoholics through this channel.
Yeah.
The opposite, conversely. We're trying to be good proponents of safe drinking. Right, man?
Yes, we are. That's why we have plans for the future to perhaps help our guests cope better with drinks next time.
Yeah.
I like
Next
that. I
time.
like that. Like we should do like a soju episode.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure people get more drunk with soju than this.
That's true.
Like it's funny because I used to work in like a Japanese like yakiniku restaurant. And, like, you know, like Japanese whiskey is its whole own thing. But like one of the alcohols that I picked up from like that context was like umeshu, like plum. Is it
Plum
like plum
wine, I
liquor
think.
or plum wine?
Like plum
it's,
liquor, I think.
It's a very
Umeshu.
interesting very interesting alcohol. It's like it's a bit like soju, but it has more personality.
I mean, surely you're referring to the Jinro plum flavored soju.
Yeah, right.
Right, so don't worry, you get a chance to
Interesting.
experience this on the rocks, and you get to experience with Coke. And we're going to try and blend it well enough such that the Coke doesn't overshadow the whiskey, and the whiskey's alcohol like taste profile doesn't eat through every sweetness that the Coke has to offer.
Yeah, just so I can get to know you guys a little bit better, right? Like y'all clearly love whiskey a lot. So like, what are your favorite ways of like having whiskey, or like if you have like a specific like favorite way of having like a certain kind of whiskey, like you know, I'm all yours. Like I want to hear about it.
Let Ben go first.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, honestly, straight or on the rocks. Like,
Neat, like room temperature neat.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
it really depends on which kind of whiskey lah. I prefer my whiskey chilled. That's why Ed has like a frozen bottle there. He has
It was for you.
accommodated.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Right? But in general, I'm starting to come over to the ice side of things, where having things chilled. But I'm generally more of a on the rocks.
Okay.
Yes. So there's something that I do want to try, but I do have the freezer space, which is to chill my glasses
Oh.
as well as the bottle, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
add ice on the rocks, and then the dilution will take place really, really slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to try. But in terms of, there are some whiskeys that I believe those with that tend to have a sherry cask, those that tend to have like casks that impart very fruity flavors, those need to be chilled
Yeah.
for you to get the
The
flavor. Otherwise, it just hits of grain and alcohol.
Yeah, and those are like always at the forefront of most whiskeys, like grain and alcohol.
Yeah, but I do like my sweet whiskeys, and this is probably a good one to consider in the long term as well.
Yeah.
Like Wild Turkey 101, just hit of spice, it just hit of alcohol. The grain was struck power, man.
Like milder whiskeys or like more full body whiskeys?
I'm more fond of milder.
Huh.
Yeah. So my characteristically favorite whiskey is a Singleton 12.
Ah.
That is light. That is that generally covers most bases for everything. It's sweet, a little bit of sweetness, a bit of fruitiness, a bit of earthiness to it, like wood flavor. That's why.
It's interesting, like as it warms up, like it's changing. Like it's
Yep.
not as sweet when it gets warmer. You're right about being chilled.
Yeah.
Being chilling.
Being chilling. That's right.
Yes. Usually the chilled whiskey tends to have a more concentrated flavor profile, while the room temperature one has more alcohol like strength to it.
Yeah, I
It feels
can
that way
feel
lah.
Especially like as it gets warmer, you can hear in my voice like it's biting, like it's biting the back of my mouth.
You feel like your mouth getting like very watery, right?
Yeah, even though like I know like when you like, and for anyone who is like kind of new to any alcohol and like you find it just tastes like shit, right? Sorry, you find it just tastes really bad. What you do is you take a breath in before you take the sip, and after you've taken the sip and swallow, you exhale. You get the alcohol vapor out of your mouth, so that like the burn gets over with faster, and you can like actually taste it. It makes things a lot better. But even when I'm doing that with this, like it's still kicking me in the face.
That was a recommendation that I got when I was at a Baitio masterclass. So, Chinese white liquor. So they were like, you put it in your mouth, then you really breathe out like dragon's breath.
Yeah.
Then you get the full like sensation, taste in your mouth.
And it's like you can't like half measure either. You have to really be like,
you can't half acid. You can't. You really gotta.
Like it's not just for show. Yeah.
Yep.
No wonder Hanayama likes this stuff. Like he seems like the kind of guy that would like a whiskey like this.
Yes, I see you've very helped with the immediate segue into the next
I'm sorry. I forgot.
No. So Ben.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
And the series Baki the Grappler.
Of course, I know of it. You've been telling me to go read it, but I've been procrastinating. But damn, he do be a better host than you now.
But you know what? We're talking about strength, and what better character do we have to describe what it means to be a strong man than Hanayama and his favorite whiskey, Wild Turkey. So there have been several scenes within the manga where Hanayama was seen drinking like Wild Turkey on the rocks or just Wild Turkey 12
bottle.
From the bottle, he just like drinks the entire thing. But then again, Hanayama being a fictional character, it is complete leeway to do that. Whereas for us, we do actually have livers to think about, so we don't do that here.
Yeah, like for context, for those of us that like don't watch Baki, I think Hanayama is like 8 feet tall.
Nice, like 6'3".
Yeah, and his wrists are like the size of like quads. Like in the manga, like this is how he's actually drawn. Like he's just like this really like thick like mountain of a man.
Yep, and he has a really massive tattoo on his back, known as I think the Standing Man.
Yeah, and like for context, I hope this isn't a spoiler. I think it's quite clear from the outset. Like if you're getting into Baki from the Netflix series, like Hanayama is the inheritor of like the head seat of like a Yakuza family.
Yes.
In the manga. So like in the fighting manga archetype, right, Hanayama is like the brawler, like the no skill all talent fighter.
Yep.
And he's also like the rich kid with like a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell that means in that context.
Yes. He is in charge of an entire Yakuza family and he does run everything, but you know what age he is, right?
I think he's like 17.
He's like, I think in Baki Do 2018, he's only 18. And about like, the same age as Baki himself.
Yeah, but one thing I gotta complain about for Baki, like the naming conventions of the manga are so confusing. Like so before Baki Do 2018 like was Baki Do.
Yep.
And before Baki Do was Baki the Grappler.
No, it's Baki Son of Ogre.
Baki Son of Ogre, and before Baki Son of Ogre there was Baki the Grappler.
No, it's New Grappler Baki.
Sorry. My god.
Then is so first is Grappler Baki.
Yeah.
Then became New Grappler Baki, and that's when the Netflix adaptation started.
Yeah. And the Netflix adaptation is like of a very specific part of Baki Do 2018.
Yep.
Called the Escape Convicts arc. Right?
No, that's New Grappler Baki.
Oh, there's New Grappler Baki.
So it starts with the Escape Convicts, and then it went into the Raitai tournament.
The Raitai tournament. Then after the Raitai tournament, it went on to something
else. It went into Muhammad Ali Jr.
Yeah.
And the conflict between Baki Kozue and Muhammad Ali Jr.
Yeah, which then, in the manga ends within like one chapter. Yeah,
and then after that we go into Baki Son of Ogre's adaptation, which starts off with the Black Pentagon or the Arizona prison.
Oh, I didn't know that they already adapted like Son of Ogre. I've been out of the series for too long.
Yeah, so they have adapted the first arc of it, which is about a character that Ben really loves from real history, Che Guevara.
Yeah. Che Guevara.
Yes, indeed.
In the series known as Jun Gebaru.
Yeah.
And his conflict with Biscuit Oliver, named after a real life bodybuilder, Sergio Oliver. And Bucky's like inserting himself in order to use Biscuit Oliver as like a training dummy. So that he can essentially flex on the USA, this is within the story, by beating the symbol of strength of the USA, and then preparing to fight his father, Hanma Yujiro.
Yeah. And if you guys want to know what Biscuit Oliver looks like, right? Like his real life analog, even though he's based off like the bodybuilder that Ed mentioned, he looks like Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
But like imagine Ronnie Coleman, but like just scaled up by a factor of 2, and like you get Biscuit Oliver.
Yeah. I think Biscuit Oliver's weight within the story was 400 pounds, so about 180.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yep. That and now everyone in the Baki community is anxiously waiting for the adaptation of the next arc, which is the Pickle arc.
Yeah, dude.
And after that being the fathers versus son fight. That is going to be the peak, and hopefully Netflix actually has enough money for that so that they can properly animate it.
And then after that, if they get to like the Musashi arc,
that is a bloodbath.
Yeah, but I wanted to mention something about it, but I forgot. Never mind. Maybe it'll come back to me.
Musashi.
Yeah, not about Musashi. Like something about the Baki series, but it'll probably come back to me later.
Yep, but the whole point of what we're talking about with Baki today is that we're here to talk about the concept of strength. Like, what does it mean to be a strong person? Because we have us. We are meatheads, and we love meat and head. With that said,
Hype.
Yep. With that said, we do understand strength in very technical terms. Like, what would you categorize strength as? Like, for me, it's simply put force production.
Right. Like, I mean, if you want to talk about strength, right? Like, there are a lot of people like that are very physically strong. Like, and if you want to talk about like the physical, the ability to exert force in like a certain context, like
technique
strength
with a movement.
Yeah, and like there's a lot of factors that go into your expression of strength.
That's true.
But like I think like mentally, like to be strong is the ability to like overcome things. Like physically, you're trying to overcome like a weight on the floor like, against gravity.
Yes.
Like mentally, you're trying to overcome whatever. Yeah.
Yes. So we do have different categories of strength, but let's try to limit things to what we can understand. What we can understand with like a manga with Baki.
Yeah.
So we have Hanayama and we have Yujiro. These two men within the story are in Baki Do 2016, which is the one with Musashi. We have these two men being very bored because after the father and son fight, no fight actually matches up in comparison.
Yeah.
So Hanayama is bored and he wants to pick a fight with Yujiro. And Yujiro actually praises Hanayama as being a person born strong. Yeah. Yep. And what does it mean to be born strong? In Baki's context, Hanayama is someone who is born with a god-gifted ability of grip. So his grip is so strong that if he grabs your arm, he could grab it high enough that he'll completely he'll constrict your blood flow, and at the same time he'll create so much localized blood pressure that your arm will explode. And this is essentially one of his fighting techniques. Yep, that characterizes Hanayama as a strong person, his grip. Yep. Then we have Yujiro, who's just blatantly strong in everything.
Like other like physical feats that Hanayama does in the manga, like pertaining to grip strength, like he folds a coin like into quarters, like with just his fingers. I believe he like rips a chunk off somebody's thigh, like in the when he's fighting what's the other character's name? When he's fighting Spec, yeah, he just pinches it and just rips it out. I also believe he stops a sword barehanded like later on in the manga. He does that by like having the sword cut into him. Yeah, and he just like stops it. Like grips. He just grips. And then Musashi, who is one of the most well-known swordsmen in history, who in the story is well known for his own grip strength, is unable to pull it out. And he praises Hanayama for that too. Yeah, and I remember that like in the manga, right, like it's wild because this isn't in the anime yet, I think. Like Musashi literally calls Hanayama like a magnificent palace of bone that I cannot cut.
Palace of flesh, I think.
Palace of flesh, palace of bone, yeah. It's just like and it's really wild like how the characters like reduce each other to like these physical attributes, right? And like they use them to like define like how strong or weak somebody is. And like as the manga and anime go on, like people who hold a candle to Hanayama's grip do come out. Like later on after the Musashi, there's the Sukune up, the sumo. And Sukune's grip strength is like in the manga, like I'm not even joking, like this is a feat. He crushes carbon into diamond. Yeah. So it's like and he's meant to be like follow to Hanayama, but he gets jobbed. He gets jobbed by somebody else.
Yes, but let's defer to the guy who doesn't exactly understand physics so bad. You know what's carbon?
Charcoal.
Yeah, I think I would. Thanks, Ed, for believing in me.
It's something organic, unlike most of my online relationships, but
Right.
So
Don't worry,
carbon,
the diamonds are artificial. It's fine. We can
so
create artificial stuff out of
carbons,
organic stuff.
when put under enough pressure, get harder. They get
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Something crystal lattice, something carbon molecules.
And despite the fact that I got an A in my A levels for chem, I don't remember what exactly the terms are. But
Don't worry,
aside from
neither
the
do
fact
I.
that I'm under quite a fair amount of pressure. Yes. So for someone to physically turn carbon into diamond, you need to take that chunk, put it in your hand, and then crush it for long enough and hard enough. And
Well,
that's what-
where does the heat come from, man?
That's a very good question. It's probably just from the
You know what?
sheer manliness it's emanating.
Yeah, let's not question those stuff, man. Sometimes it's better.
Question manga logic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, aside from that, I do believe that not Hanayama, that Sukune also did something pretty chat with just one pinky finger. Because sumo wrestlers are known for having some of the strongest pinkies.
Yeah.
Because when you're grabbing onto what's the equivalent of sumo underwear, the mawashi, the only finger that you have left for it is your pinky. If let's say everything else slips due to sweat, due to mud. So you need to have a really, really strong pinky to latch onto it and not give. Otherwise, if it gives, you a good chance you're going to be thrown.
Yeah.
And what this fat does is that he uses his pinky and he picks up what's probably the equivalent of 180 kilograms of a barbell.
Yeah.
Off his side and whoop, then he put it on his side. And then we're just like, wait a second.
Yeah.
You sure we aren't talking about the boulderers, like people who boulder?
No, and it's interesting because people who boulder and like people who grapple, they have like a lot of grip strength, but
Yeah.
they derive their grip strength in very different ways.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, it's not so much the case that they have a lot of grip strength, but they can put out the same magnitude of grip strength for a long as time. So I believe there was this documentary about Alex Honnold, who is a free climber.
The free solo guy, right?
Yeah, free solo guy. And what he does is that he will go and with another bunch of guys, they'll go onto a mountain.
Yeah.
Then they'll actually wear their proper harness. They'll go and scrape off the sides. They go and chalk it up. They go and make it dry. Then the next day, without any harness, he'll go and climb it. If he falls,
He dies.
Yeah.
He basically does mango splat or something. Mango splat.
Yeah.
Human go splat.
Yeah.
Yep. But in the documentary that I saw, what he does is that he actually has a very he has a above average amount of grip strength. I believe he has about 48 kilograms of grip strength. But the man could probably output 48 kilograms of grip strength for about, I don't know, 6 hours.
Yeah.
Whereas
sounds about.
let's take us some regular. We have an actual powerlifter, we have a street lifter here, and we have the average Joe who can't exactly reach out across the screen
Yeah.
to choke things out.
Yeah.
So you remember, we actually did this once in a very old episode of the Whiskies and Weebs podcast. Then named podcast, now it's technically a talk show.
Yeah.
What we did was that we got a friend of ours, Nikki, and the two of us to do a grip strength test with a dynamometer.
Yeah.
Now what I had you do as a familiarization run before this actually started
That was a
recording.
familiarization. Serious. Like while I'm like one drink in.
Yep.
That's
No
alcohol
worries.
Increase or decrease grip strength. What's your
Actually
hypothesis?
increases.
Yeah.
Alcohol takes away your limiters, man.
Really?
Yeah, so we have here my Camry dynamometer.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's gonna. Oh, it actually looks pretty clear.
Barely.
If
Yeah.
we put it
Yeah.
up there. So,
Yeah.
which is your wank hand?
Give me the dynamometer.
Ah,
So let's see how much you can put out. Just do the anyhow.
yeah.
Oh, it turned off. Hang on.
Yeah, there's a reason why drunk kung fu exists, man.
What happened? Okay.
Oh no. Whoa.
Never forget what happened when you lift off on bench.
Yeah.
Alright.
Slightly less than just now, right? Like I think.
No,
just
that's more. Just now
it's
you
more?
clocked
What did I get
about
just now?
49.8. Now you have about
Damn.
51.1.
Yeah, but this is because like just now I was just kind of playing around. Like this one like it was like you gotta try. But yeah.
You see, just now I was screwing around and I had like 63. Now I'm still screwing around and now I have 67.
Not fair, man. You got long.
Yeah, man. Alcohol really does take away the limiters.
No, but
Maybe next thing you know, you'll be able to
It's
crush.
really interesting though, because like for context, like I deadlift like 250, but like each hand, like if you double it, right, like left hand is like about 50, right hand is about 50. That doesn't add up, but somehow the bar doesn't slip out.
Hook grip.
Mm.
No, but I mean even the mixed grip pullers, they probably rate similarly. I mean
That's
mixed grip
true.
pullers probably have stronger grip, but again it's about like just outputting grip force and like leveraging yourself, and like that's where technique comes into strength.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Mm.
So this is why I usually have like a very good benchmarking action that I do whenever I deadlift, which is that I always warm up with either 60 or 70, then I jump to 100 or 110, and then it always stops at 140. And then I do a single double overhand with 140, and I use that to measure how prepared I am to lift for the
You
day.
can kind of feel it. It's like a litmus test, right?
Yeah, it's like if my technique's off, then I know, or if my grip's off, then I know. Then I probably have to adjust how I train downwards a little bit because I know my force output is gone.
Yeah.
And it's usually a case when I train at night, then there's an automatic 10% reduction. Then I'll immediately strap in, but I'll probably either slash volume by about 2 reps per set.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm probably going to drop my weight by about 5 kilos.
Yeah, and it's interesting because like grip isn't necessarily about like how muscular you are might not determine how well you can grip, right? Like grip is very like nervous system dominant. Like it's about how awake you are in a sense.
Yes, there's a greater part neurological factor to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your nervous system, bam, how fast you can produce force.
Axon potential go burr.
Yeah. And there's only so much like morphology that you can have here.
Yeah.
So you can't exactly have a lot of muscles on your forearm. So even if you innovate your entire body, you become like a human boner for about 3 seconds. That ain't it, man. It ain't
That's
gonna-
one way to put it.
Yeah, listen to like Captain Irwin's last speech from Attack on Titan, then like do your grip strength test and see what happens. Yeah.
That's true.
Anyway.
That is pretty hype.
Anyway, yeah.
Hey, maybe if you listen to Shia LaBeouf enough, you'll be able to do it.
Just do it, man.
Yeah, anyway, we were talking about Hanayama, right? So like
Yeah.
for context, I think Hanayama's grip strength in the anime like just breaks the dynamometer.
Yeah. So
Like he has a grip strength in excess of like 200 kilos on a single hand.
yep. I believe it was they used like the max was 130 on the reading and it just like popped off.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. For context, right? They actually do have some relative human measures to this. So they got this guy who was a heavyweight MMA champion in the very first chapter of Bakido 2016.
Yeah.
The Musashi one.
Yeah.
And what they did was that this guy has about 110, I believe, 110 kilograms of grip strength.
Yeah, which is like pretty inhuman. Like in the real world context, it's inhuman.
In a real world context, this guy could probably pick me and him up by one hand and lift us up.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
So what happens was that he, with his 110 kilogram grip strength, fights against Baki, the main character.
Yeah, and he gets jobbed.
He immediately loses because what Baki does is that Baki just takes his hand, wraps it around his head, latches on, then this jobber grabs his hand and tries his darndest to crush it, and then Baki just like trying his best to not yawn. Grabs his head,
Yeah.
shakes it, and
Gives him a concussion.
the guy loses and the match ends in 10 seconds.
I hate that I remember this. Like when I didn't remember a lot like of the specifics of Baki, but when you mention each moment, like I remember because like no moment is the same in Baki.
Oh.
You never know what you're going to get.
This is how much I reread the series, man. I love it. Yeah. Hey, we have plenty of grip strength examples in Baki.
Yeah, it's not as like Baki isn't as out there as Kengan Ashura, but it's
No,
out
it's
there in a
more.
different way.
Yeah.
No, because Kengan
It's more
Ashura
wild.
like you have people who have blades in their arms though.
I mean,
Yeah.
first you have Doyo from Baki, and he has like blades in his arms as well, right?
That's true.
Then you have Hanafusa, who actually turned his femur
Yeah.
into a blade,
Yeah.
surgically implanted it in his forearm,
Yeah.
and made it such that he could shoot it out.
Okay, you know what? No, they're both Kengan Ashura and Baki are both like equally out there. It's just that Kengan Ashura tries to take itself more seriously and Baki doesn't. Like that's the difference. Right?
No.
No, like Baki doesn't take itself that seriously.
Okay, let
Come
me
on.
describe one of the most complex techniques in Kengan Omega.
Yeah.
It's not the Heaven Shaking Supreme Fang.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's Divine Demon. Nico style tertiary technique.
Okay.
What happens is that
Tertiary bench.
it is the combination
Yeah.
of having a heart attack by causing your heart to beat probably at about 220 plus beats per minute,
Yeah.
and at the same time forcing your brain to undergo a bout of tachypsychia, So what happens is that the world slows down. And you run these concurrently, so your heart beats at probably about 300 beats per minute. So it's in the manga that the character's heart was beating so fast that it was in resonance. That then the person who was fighting couldn't even hear it because it was going so fast.
Yeah.
Whereas in the anime, they actually had to like play down the advance a little bit.
Yeah.
So it was dum 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 dum.
No, okay, like the trio,
Yes.
like the holy trinity of like fighting animes. I think like your lawful good fighting anime that's still a little bit out there would be
Hajime no Ippo.
No, not Hajime no Ippo. Hajime no Ippo is not. I don't think it's a fighting anime. I think it's a sports anime.
The Big Mara.
No, it's History's Strongest Disciple Kenichi. Like that's
not
my
good.
no, that's my like benchmark for like chaotic good. Sorry,
Okay.
lawful good.
No,
Lawful good.
no way.
No, because you still have like a normal protagonist, like a somewhat normal protagonist who's fighting for like a righteous reason. And then like for chaotic, like chaotic neutral, right? Like I think it's both Baki and Kengan.
Okay.
But like they're a bit different. Like I think Kengan is more towards like chaotic evil and Baki is more towards chaotic neutral.
Kengan actually has a plot, and it's a rather complicated plot.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but both of them are still pretty freaking chaotic though. Like
That's true.
yeah. I feel free to call me out on this in the comments. Like I haven't really
no one
watched-
comments.
Yeah. No one comments. Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet, not
It's
yet.
all good. Maybe with your presence here, we'll actually get like people who know you commenting. Maybe Vinov will actually comment. You know?
Yeah,
Maybe
lah,
not. You were supposed to be here, bro. Nah.
Okay.
maybe when Edward tags Baki, all the Baki fans will just rage at you. Who knows?
What is a Baki hot take?
A Baki hot take.
I believe that you know.
I don't. Okay, Baki hot take. I think that if Baki was able to beat Pickle, and spoilers ahead, like Retsu should have been able to survive.
But that's the thing. Baki didn't win Pico.
That's true. Like when Baki tried to go strength to strength against Pickle, like,
Yes. He lost.
Yeah, wait, no, sorry.
Yes,
my
he
bad. If Baki was able to beat Musashi,
Yes.
then Retsu should have been able to survive. Yeah, I got mixed up there. Like Retsu shouldn't have died to Musashi.
Are you sure?
Retsu is like a weapons master too, dude. Like,
No, but here's the thing, right?
yeah.
The reason why Retsu lost.
Because of the peg leg, right?
No, it's not simply because of the pack leg, but it's because of his dependence on Xiao Li.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Because Xiao Li means extinguish power. You know, get expunge power. And what it does is that it makes you really relaxed so that you become like a leaf. You flow in the
like
wind.
a force absorber.
You know? So what happens what the concept is in Baki is that the more relaxed you are, the more force you can produce. At the same time, the more hits you can take. Because you just let it dissipate and pass through you.
Yeah. But the thing is, Musashi has a sword.
And Musashi can cut leaves flying in midair.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter like how much Retsu could make himself, you know.
But it's
floppy.
okay. Like Retsu got his own isekai, so I guess it's fine.
That's true. And
Like the Retsu isekai is like so out there, bro. Like okay, anyway.
Hey, what the?
yeah,
Yes,
now we're
isekai
in
now?
your territory, bro. Like we're in
Isekai now? What?
In order to understand the Retsu isekai, you're gonna have to read all of Baki.
That's alright then. That's a challenge for another day, I guess.
Yeah.
speaking of another day, let's not let this drink last until another day. We're gonna go and get some things on the rock. Alright, so cheers. So we're back here. There's enough shit posting. We're now back to sampling some whiskey on the rocks while Ben is isolated on the screen and suffering.
Yes, I'll be stuck here with my
Alright,
bottle.
man, I'll leave the majority of the bottle for you.
No
I
worries,
like
I'll
what-
stop here.
Like I like that y'all are open to having like a lightweight guest. Like thank you for being inclusive.
We have had guests who were unable to drink physically because of allergy reasons. So
Indeed,
Just a little
it's fine. We gave them oolong tea.
Nice. Ah yeah,
it's
base.
deceivingly
Like
it's
oolong
deceivingly
tea
a
or
lot,
green
so-
tea. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just deceivingly a lot because of the ice cube.
Nah, just like let it dilute a little bit. But yeah. So like you know what's the difference between serving a whiskey on the rocks versus serving a whiskey like from the freezer? Like I mean like like besides the dilution, like, is there any other like functional difference?
I don't actually
Not-
know.
Right.
That's pretty much it. Yeah,
I
you
think
get
it's just
the
the
dilution.
dilution, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And like maybe the whiskey gets cold like faster. I'm not sure. I think it'll get
I
colder
don't
than
think
if you...
I don't think anything gets cold faster, but it stays colder longer.
Right.
Yeah.
Because once you bring the bottle out, right, it starts to heat up really quickly.
Yeah, especially in Singapore.
This air conditioned room at 25
Yeah,
degrees
imagine
Celsius.
enjoying a whiskey in the ice hotel, like where your
Yeah,
glass is
man,
just
what the
ice.
shit?
And like the ice doesn't melt.
Oh shit. Future whiskey.
Dude, we gotta.
So thing is down the
Yeah,
road.
we gotta do that someday, man.
We're in Alaska building an igloo and all I have are like 5 bottles. And that's my only sustenance. I have to hunt a seal or something to keep me company so that I can
Hey.
sleep.
Maybe you don't need that much sustenance cause
Last
whiskey
episode of
is.
Whiskeys and Weebs.
Hey, he can survive off whiskey alone. Alcohol is one of the base. What is it? Carbohydrates?
Oh my
Nutrients?
God.
No. It's
No?
a macronutrient, yes, but
Macronutrient,
it's
right?
efficient.
Yes.
It needs to be detoxified. From
It's like the macronutrient on the left.
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers. Wild
Alright.
turkey on the rocks.
Wild turkey around the rocks.
Swallowed too early.
Yep, that's what she said.
Wait, what?
But yeah, besides burning my throat, it does taste a bit more floral.
Hmm.
But somehow,
Dry out flavor.
Interesting.
I don't know if it's because it hit me in the back of the throat, but it hit me harder.
I think that's one of the qualities of rye. Tends to be a bit more floral. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely, like fragrant. I think fragrant is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's giving me more like Sing Sing 12 vibes.
Ooh.
Yeah. So Ben, you're
Gotta
missing
bring
out,
it back to
bro.
Sing Sing.
You're suffering in silence.
Yeah,
Yes.
that hit to the back of the throat made me nauseous. I'm gonna hold off on this for a bit. I'll hold off for the last drink, but it is a like coming from a person who like traditionally does not like whiskey, like this is an amazing whiskey. Like I wouldn't have it as a first whiskey, but it's a really good whiskey. Like if you're getting into it from like I don't know like freaking tequila.
Ben, I feel like all my choices so far have been absolute hitters, dude.
Yeah. Like I mean, you guys know your whiskey.
Yeah, you should try the bottle I left at work.
No, that's like for the like off the.
That's for the day Edgar lets me do a Whiskies and Weeds episode in Fit Asia.
I think it'll be a good thing.
Hey, maybe you
Bro,
can
just
do.
that he would probably let me like he'll probably have me like okay, set it down here, product placement here, make sure you put
In
more
front of the
bottles
logo.
here.
Dude, you just got to frame it as like a research.
Yeah.
Whether or not whiskey really does improve your what is it, condition,
No, but we can
What?
detract to a bit of side.
your abilities.
So this is something that I believe I filmed content for. I just never put it out. But so I think you know Manuel Hanselmans.
Yeah.
So Manuel Hanselmans has this article on like how do you get drunk faster. So or strategies for drinking, right?
Strategies for drinking.
It's like if you want to and get drunk faster, here's what you do. You just don't do a certain number of things, and if you want to get drunk slower,
You do the opposite.
you do the exact opposite.
Yeah.
And what those things include is eating a high protein meal with plenty of vegetables and minimizing your fat for said meal.
Well, we ate KFC before this, so the vegetables in the cheese fries.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I had my favorite law. It's called coleslaw.
Oh my god.
That's right.
Ed,
It's like
get
the
out.
Jojo, like the Joseph Joestar, like the oh my god.
Oh no!
Since when has Ed transitioned over to being a dad? Do we not know of a child that he has somewhere? Oh no.
Oh no, man.
Whiskey and Weebs lore.
No. okay. Yeah, are we still talking about like Hanayama? I feel like we didn't.
It's more like, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen next season is coming out. And
Yeah.
Daddy Toji is out and just say I'm a bit inspired.
I feel bad because I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen, but I feel like I've heard enough about it that
Yeah.
I would want to watch it. It's just that like like I don't know if any of you guys feel this, but like
Joe, you know something that's very important?
what
Domain expansion.
domain expansion, right? I only know
Domain
like about ribcage expansion. Yeah, but like I think like the thing about being like a working adult, right? Like because I graduated like last December, and like ever since I became a working adult, like I don't have willpower to like sit on the couch and watch TV. Like
So I do it on the treadmill.
right? It's like it's not like watching anime is hard, but like I don't know if you feel this too. Like you might feel it like if you're really exhausted from finals or something, right? Like you just don't have the like mental capacity to like start like put something on, but if somebody else puts something on for you, you watch it. Like, I don't know if you felt that before.
I've been that way for like the past 3 years, man.
Hi. Okay.
I've
And that's on mental strength.
yes, that is entirely mental strength.
Like just fueled by like raw spike.
I have literally like used anime to extend how much I walk on the treadmill by like 40 minutes to an hour just because I do like 2 episodes after listening to one entire podcast episode. Oh, that's that. Oh, I can't do it. Yeah,
Oh
right.
my god.
Let's put something on.
Oh my
Let's
god.
put some shitty sick
Yeah,
high on.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm empowered.
Yeah, and that's the key to doing zone 2 cardio, right? It's just because it's so long and boring. Like you just have to do something else.
Just distract yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I save my favorite podcast for when I'm doing like long cardio.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Shameless pitch to the 2 podcasts that we actually referred to for this episode alone. Art and Culture Podcast and Stronger by Science Podcast.
Yeah, I'll shout out one of my own favorites as well. I really like the Angus Bradley podcast.
Oh.
The Angus Bradley podcast is like really wild and unhinged because like they go into like a lot of new age biomechanics concepts. And like Angus Bradley is just like an all round chat. Like he does Olympic lifting, he surfs, he does general physical preparation, and he does CrossFit. And he's like really strong at all of them. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope, yeah. I think he has like 120 kilo like power clean at like 60 kg, which is pretty sick.
That is very sick.
Yeah, yeah. And he's like not built big. He's just like, he's just really good at what he does.
Can we just like bounce back to reality
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
sorry,
bit? Can
I'm
I talk
sorry,
about one of my favorite
Snap back to reality.
Olympic weightlifters, Chinese lifters, Tian Tao, 89 kg.
Of course it's Tian Tao. Okay, sure.
Recently hitting a 221 kg Olympic weightlifting record on a clean and jerk.
Sorry, I gotta correct you there. It was 222. 222, like international record.
Shh, I was 1 kilo off.
Yeah, but it's really ridiculous. Like if you can imagine, like just getting 3 times, like almost 3 times your body weight up to your shoulders, and just like throwing it overhead without buckling like a shelf. It's dope. Like it's really insane. Like I when I back squatted 222, on Saturday, like it felt like impossibly heavy. Like it was ridiculous.
222.
But like throwing it over my head, like even though Tian Tao has like 15 kg on me,
Yeah.
like it's still ridiculous.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, Chinese weightlifters built different.
Right.
The Chinese are just built different, man.
Yeah, back to the important content. Yeah,
So back to the actual content. What are we actually talking about now? We detracted
like
from
strength,
like Baki.
right? Like,
Yep.
like what Hanayama represents, like in terms of like raw like strength.
Yes. So the purity of strength
Yeah.
that comes from just grip alone.
But I think the question is like, if you like, what is the line between technique and strength? Because in the manga, right, like Hanayama refuses to use technique until like a certain point, and then after that he realizes that like even though he has like a lot of like the most raw strength in the series,
No.
like it's no longer
I will
enough.
challenge you on this.
Right.
So I have a saying.
Yeah.
Because I have did jiu-jitsu for a period of time.
Yeah.
And within jiu-jitsu, there's whenever you have like 20 kilos on someone.
Yeah.
There's always this very fantastic excuse that people love to give.
Yeah. What
Don't use strength.
don't use strength.
Don't use strength. But I have a very simple, like counter argument to this, which is that technique is how you manifest your strength. Right? So it doesn't matter how shitty a bench press on the floor where you try to push someone off is.
Yeah.
That is a technique,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But just because it's distasteful to take
Yeet
someone
someone
who's-
off your chest.
yeah, just because it's distasteful for me to take a girl who's like half my weight and trying to do a mount and just like boink, like yeet,
Yeah.
and then they fly off, and then I just like flip over and I get a mount.
Yeah.
It's just distasteful.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that I'm not using technique. I'm just using a technique that's frowned upon.
You're using a technique that's accessible to you.
Yeah.
Right.
And the same thing is that when we apply this concept to many different lifts, a lot of people do the same lifting technique, or you do the same exercise, but you do it with a different technique simply because it suits their biomechanics.
Yeah.
Like Klokov.
Yeah.
Klokov with the super close snatch. I'll probably put an image of how Klokov does a snatch here.
Yeah.
He has his feet super close together.
Yeah.
Which is normally not the way that most people do a snatch. Normally they have it like hip width slightly above that, slightly wider than that.
Yeah.
Then they bang, get it up, and then they go deep into a wider squat.
Yeah.
And the same principle is like Hanayama's technique is how he grips. It's just that he's impossibly strong on it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Sukune, right? Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
Sukune.
No, it's like, and the thing is like, I think if I add on to what you said, right, like strength multiplies strength opens your access to technique, and technique multiplies your strength.
Yes.
I'm a big believer in like squeezing, like in lifting. I'm a big believer in like hyper optimization of technique. But at the end of the day, if you're not strong enough, you're not strong enough.
That's true.
Like 200 kg is 200 kg.
It's like
So size does matter in the end. Wait, what?
No, it's not really about size.
Size,
It's
yeah.
more about like the quality of strength. Like it's its own thing. It has overlap with size. It has overlap
Yes.
with muscularity, but it's very much its own thing.
yeah, it's more like the amount of muscle
Yeah.
is a very good contributor to strength.
Yeah.
Right? It's a pure predictor of strength. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, right, how much force you can actually produce is what matters, and it's not 100% dependent on how much muscle you have.
Yeah, exactly. And I think another Olympic, I pulled from Olympic weightlifting again. There's this like North Korean weightlifter that really stands out to me named Cho.
Shit, I feel I should know this.
Like Cho is like 59 kg, and I think he snatches like triple body weight, like 160. And like, I mean, to be fair, he's North Korean, and like I might get cancelled for saying this, but if he misses that snatch, like he might die. So he's got he's got a lot of motivation, but like he's really small, and like he snatches more than most people squat.
Yes,
So like yeah,
that is very much true.
yes. But Cho was like a couple of years ago. I don't know if he's still lifting.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But it is true, like something that's very untalked about is like the risk of injury that comes with lifting.
Yeah.
As much as bodybuilding and powerlifting are very safe sports, it doesn't change the fact that you're still moving heavy ass weights.
Yeah.
And heavy ass weights can kill you.
Yeah.
I think about it, you throw a 1 kilo weight hard enough, you can kill someone. That's just a matter of fact. Like accidentally, like someone could drop a flower pot without the plant in it, hits your head, and you're still dead.
It's a very specific analogy, Ed.
Yes, Ed,
Where's
force
this coming
time.
from?
Force is mass time acceleration. If you can accelerate fast
yeah.
enough, yes, it works that
and,
way.
like, even with the like really experienced lifters who like their max might be around like 300 on squat, right? But like when they're squatting with 220, like which is like percentage wise is like 60
75%.
66.6666%, like roughly, maybe 70%, like which is very light percentage wise, right? They might still get like 3 or 4 spotters because like with just the amount of absolute load on your back, right? No matter how easy it is for you, like if you misgroove with 220, you're
You're talking.
Sorry.
You're referring to Adam Jones, aren't you?
yeah.
I knew it. That's how we.
No, but not just Adam Jones. Like if you look at what happened to like Joe Sullivan,
Yeah.
like for him that was a light squat,
True.
but like the bar bent.
We should put that clip here. Joe Sullivan's life-threatening
so
squat.
like I mean I think what Ed is getting on is that like at a certain point, like lifting is just more dangerous.
Yes.
Like no matter how strong you are, but up to that point, the stronger you are, the safer you are. I
Yes.
suppose. Yeah.
Like
Strength is
it feeds well into reality in that the stronger you are in general, like the more muscle mass you have, the fat out down to a certain point,
yeah.
tougher bones you have,
Yeah.
you are a more survivable human. I believe John Rosen is very like fond of this statement, where for longevity, be strong, be jacked.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Just don't get super lean down to the point where you suffer negative effects.
And don't get too jacked. Like
Yeah.
don't get so jacked to the point that you can't move.
That's very true, but you probably need to be on the secret sauce.
Sauce now.
I think we have a new challenge for Ed. I'll start pasting stuff on his back and see whether he can reach it.
You know that's not gonna
Chat
work.
reference,
You
bro.
know,
Chat reference.
There's a chat reference, but
Yeah.
what Ben doesn't realize is that I actually have better mobility than most people my size.
Yeah, fair
Oh.
enough. Yeah, that's
That's
true.
true, right?
That is true, yeah.
Like, how are
Yeah,
you going to stop me if I can't do this?
yeah, he's a lot flexible.
This is why I don't do Olympic lifting. I don't have any shoulder mobility anymore. Anyway, yeah. Okay.
Oh
yeah,
shit, this is peak, man.
Yeah. But anyway, like back to topic, right? Like I think Hanayama, like Hanayama's physical strength also manifests because he has like a lot of mental strength as well.
Oh yes,
Like
it's.
Yeah.
I believe it was put in like the thickness of his spirit.
mm,
That's how it's referred to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hanayama doesn't like he's just a strong person. Yes, he's born strong. But what he does is that he also trains. But when it comes to actually hitting something, like hitting someone in the face, right?
Yeah.
I believe Musashi, when he whacked Musashi in the face, what's really important was that Musashi got more damage than what it was worth.
Yeah.
Because of the thickness of Hanayama's spirit.
yeah,
It's
the
more so,
intent.
yeah, it's like how
Yeah.
how much he enforced his will and tenacity down into one punch.
And like it won't go to the extent that it's shown in Baki, right? But like there are like a lot of examples of like a lot of like physically very strong people who haven't developed like the mental constitution like of a strong lifter yet, and they miss weights that they should be able to hit. Like, you know, I think there was a study where like people were taking bench press like blindfolded, and like the scientists put more than their 1 rep max on the bar, but they told them like, hey, this is like 50% of your max, and then they just like wrap their max. And then I think it just shows like strength is very, very like a mental as well.
Yes.
Like, you have to believe that you can. Like, if you're squatting a PR, right, like, you have to believe that you can stand up with the thing on your back. Like,
That's true.
If you don't believe it, you're dead.
Yeah,
you know?
you're not getting up. It's
Yeah.
like, say with dead.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Deadlifts.
Yeah.
Because most of the times when I fail is to do things. One is because I, by program, have the number there, and then I load it up, but I don't believe I can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And the other is because of technical misgrooves, which happens to everyone.
Yeah, yeah. And like, but the thing is, the skill of like making yourself believe you can do something like is an aspect of strength for me.
Yes.
Like, it's like being able to like impose your will on yourself. Like, that sounds so like TikTok cringe.
No,
but, like,
it's TikTok cringe, but I
But it's
believe
true.
I believe it applies to calisthenics very well. You're not getting above on a muscle up unless you believe that you can move your body all the way up there, like boom.
Yeah, yeah. And like, it's so, because doubt will like manifest itself physically.
Yes,
Like, doubt will cut your force output.
that's true.
Yeah.
Ben,
So,
any
yeah.
thoughts? I know that you think that
Yes.
forcing your will
No.
is kind of cringe.
No.
and
See,
nonsense.
there's a thing that I'm like wondering if you think it's a good idea, because you know in Tengen Toppaguren Lagan, if you've watched the series or if you know the
Yeah, I'm
series,
thinking Toppaguren Lagan. No.
okay, so it's quite an old series lah. But
Okay.
in the anime, there's this one line that is like everyone repeats it lah. Essentially, is the line where don't believe in yourself, believe in the me that believes in you.
Aww.
So much cringe right there, man. But yeah.
But like, it comes from an understanding of like the human psyche, right? Like, I mean, sorry, for context, like
Your major.
my major is in psych. So like, I'm a big believer in like mental strength, even though it sounds kind of cringy. But the thing is, it's cringe until it works. Then it's not cringe anymore. Because like, doing something cringe allow you to stand up with 200 kg on your back.
True, but
Right, like,
I prefer to defer to arousal on that.
Yeah, no, that's true, but you can't get aroused if you don't believe that, you know, like, whatever is in front of you is worth doing.
Halo testing.
I mean, you can't get aroused as a nerdy. I'm sorry, like, we don't have access to the sauce here. I'm too broke for that.
No,
I
no,
don't get
no,
paid
no.
well enough for that.
No,
Halo testing.
you refer to
Ammonia.
You refer to breakup messages.
Yeah.
But that's something I no longer have access to.
That's different.
So,
That's different. Yeah. No, but
That's
I
all
think
good.
I think like, believe in the me that believes in you. Like, you have to have the audacity to believe that you can do something. Like or even like when you're out of the gym, right? Like, if you maybe you like try to double major, and then like but you've never been like, someone's never been like a smart kid in school, right?
that's true.
But like, they say like, I need this double major, like I need this for my future, right? And then they just become someone that can mug.
They become him.
Yeah, they become
Yeah,
him.
that's-
Like, they manifest it.
Just a
Like, damn it, it's really cringe, but like, it works. And if it works, it's not cringe because, like, you know, there's real results, right?
it's just a very strange, like, for some people perhaps it is difficult to believe in themselves, but it's easier to believe in others. I think it's just a very like individual kind of deal, you know.
Yeah,
Maybe it works for some. Who knows?
for sure. But if it works for you, like, it's not cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as it works, man.
Oh, it's
If
cringe,
it works,
but
it works.
Yeah.
If
But
it
if
works,
it's
it
cringe and
works.
it works, it's based.
Fair point. Fair point.
Yeah. Like, I love to do like an iceberg episode with you.
An iceberg episode.
An iceberg episode. would
How
be fun.
deep can we go on what?
Like an iceberg episode and like a tier list.
Oh
Like, I
damn,
feel like to do a tier list, I have to watch like a lot of animes.
bro.
We'll
We
see
have
what the topic is. We'll see what the topic is.
yeah.
Just do one that is like purely lifting related, just between you and me. Then you could do one with him
Sure.
on maybe like Jordan Peterson memes or something.
Jordan Peterson memes.
Freaking Jordan Peterson. Yes.
Yes. Jordan Peterson is like wild, dude. Like, Jordan Peterson got addicted to like opioids, I think.
Hey, at least the man believes in himself. Wait, what?
Yeah, true. He tries to be him. Like, you know who's him? Like, Brene Brown.
No, I have
Brene Brown
no
is, like,
idea.
the female equivalent of him. Yeah,
What
no
is
idea
this
what
him that you speak of?
him.
Perhaps I need to research now.
Is she her? You know, I saw this like really stupid meme on Instagram, my pronoun, like the meme goes like it's an image of like a girl lifting, like and you have to watch Magic School Bus to know what this is. But like my pronouns are she slash, but like not her. I could never be her. Then it just cuts to Miss Frizzle like benching
Oh
for
yeah,
rates.
I knew you were gonna reference. I knew you were gonna reference that. Miss Frizzle is
I could
insanely
be
strong.
I she, but I could never be her.
I can see that meme.
Yeah, she
What
sent
the
it to
shit?
bench press Bob. She sent it to bench press Bob. Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if we got bench press Bob on the pod? Like,
Is
'Cause
bench press Bob a weeb?
I think he enjoys anime.
Does he drink?
No, he's too serious for that. Yeah.
Man,
maybe
all you need is the memes.
Okay,
Maybe I could try to get more powerlifters on here.
I'm probably going to have to negotiate with Gordon Brew for an episode where I just get all the elite powerlifters on and just give them mocktails instead of alcohol.
We just get like the entire powerlifting Singapore exco. Like Wesley enjoys a good drink.
Clinton drinks like that.
Clinton and JJ enjoy a good drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah. Anyway, but I think they might think that this is like I hope I think they'll enjoy it. But
If
like,
celebration
Yeah.
gives me the venue sponsorship that I desire, then I would
Yeah.
love to have them on, and then
Yeah.
we could just do absolutely nothing but talk about the future of powerlifting in Singapore, and
Right,
then talk
right.
about weep shit.
they talk about the future of powerlifting in Singapore on like this like 5 subscriber podcast.
43. This 43 on the main channel,
I'm sorry.
probably at
Yeah.
4 on the slice of life.
Slice
So
of
we do need more supporters.
Yeah.
I can just
Hey,
I'm gonna
it's
record
not
the shit
equal.
out of this,
I'm gonna have like chop clips out just so that I have content to target every single person that we've mentioned in this episode alone.
Oh my god, dude! Like, I'm
That
gonna get
Clinton.
yeah.
Then send
Oh
him-
my god!
Then send him a WhatsApp message. Yo, bro, you wanna have a good drink? I'll prepare something good for you.
Glenfiddich 15 on me.
No. Okay, Ben, tell him
Bro?
about your Glenfiddich experience.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Bro, man, the Glenfiddich, like, we had a bottle, Glenfiddich 12 lah. I haven't tried 15 yet. I've tried 18 and 12.
I have.
Oh my, sorry?
I have tried the 15, but
Is
tell
it-
him your 12 and 18 experience.
Oh yeah, man, the 18 was smooth, but like, holy shit, the 12, right? We had it at, I think, one of the karaoke places.
Yep.
Technically not you, but yeah. Oh my god, it tasted like fire.
I actually like
Like-
Glenfiddich 12, you know.
Really?
I guess it really
Dude.
does mellow out with age. Like,
Yeah,
I
perhaps,
actually
man.
do like Glenfiddich 12 and 15. The 15 was like
Really?
I've heard the best things about like the 18.
18.
Yeah, but I haven't really heard much about 12.
12?
So,
Think of it as like your party drink. Yeah.
given that we're talking about random ages that might sound extremely perverse to some people here, now,
Hey, it's off the clock, man.
no, so Ben, do you remember that I sent you a message just now saying that
Mhm.
I was pre-drinking at Compass
Yep.
1 before I met him for dinner.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Before I found out that you forgot today was the filming.
Oh my god.
Right. Not. Right. Yes. Sorry, I'm busy.
Right. So what happened? What happened was that there was a booth and a guy was promoting Tanqueray gin.
Oh, was it the cold storage one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But what happened was that there was also Singleton 12, 15, and 18 up for sampling. So I walked up to him and I was like, yo, bro, what's up, man? Then he was like, yo, what's up, dog? Then I was like, alright, should I get a Singleton 18? Are these samples for free? Then he was like, yeah, of course. Then I was like, okay, sick. Could I get a Singleton 18 sample? Then he's like, you sure you want to start at 18? I think we'll start at 12. Then I was like, no, bro. I had every single Singleton already, multiple times. And which is true.
Yeah.
I've had like every single Singleton across many different celebration occasions.
Except
Yeah, I had
Man-
oh, you've had the 18. Okay.
like
okay.
we
The
sampled
man
12.
likes his singletons.
We sampled the 12. I had 15 once. Then I was like, oh, I don't really like it. Then I had it another time. I was like, oh, it's slightly better, but I still don't really like it.
Yeah. If it's not for you, it's not
Yeah.
for you, right? Yeah.
Then I had the 18. I was like, okay. First time I had it was like after 12 and 15. I was like, you know, it's nice, it's fruity, but I don't really like it. And the second time I had it, I was like, oh, damn, this is actually good stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I went there. I was like, yo, bro, hit me at the 18. Then I was like, nah. Then I was like, no, I got this. You know,
Give me
like
the 18.
you know, like Captain America when he
Yeah.
told like the Red Skull, when he told the Hydra agents, they was like, trust me. That was like, trust me.
Yo, Hydra.
But I didn't say yo Hydra. I was like, hit me up, bro. Hit me up with the stuff, bro. Hey, they started me off with 18. Then he actually let me sample a bunch of gin and tonics. But you know what? he actually ran out of proper tonic water. All he had left was elderflower flavored tonic water,
Oof.
which was nice.
Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, with gin, that will work.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, like, also shout out, like, I know it's really generic, but, like, I have a high opinion of Hendrix gin.
Hendrix.
Hendrix gin is, like, a good, like, it's a very middle of the road, like, very safe option, but I like what they did with, like, the floral.
Alright, this is going to be a somewhat shameless, not say shameless plug, but it's more like a plug for celebration that I'll probably clip and then I'll put out.
Yeah.
Which is that on the 12th to 14th of May, what they're having is that they're having a Hendrix gin. I believe it's a new flavor known as the Adora or something. And they are doing like cocktail samples at the Takashimaya branch of the celebration franchise. So do check it out. I'm probably going to chop this out, put it on IG like tonight or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, back to the actual content.
Yeah, add in the advert right here.
It's getting kind of late. So
It's
like,
getting late, so let's actually
Yes.
go to our next drinks. Ben,
The mixers.
unfortunately, you aren't able to sample the cocktails.
No worries, man. I
what
shall
is
mix
today's
my own cocktails
Alright.
here.
Not say cocktails, but we usually have 2 mixers. I'm going to bring them in right now. Alright, so now, because due to popular request, I now have a third mixer.
FNN.
Ooh.
So this is ice cream soda.
Oh, zero sugar ice cream soda.
Right, so we have our usual tiny ass ginger ale.
Oh, you have more of those?
I still have plenty of those, dude.
Oh, damn.
Coke Zero because I couldn't find a can downstairs, so I had to settle for a bottle. And yeah, FNN ice cream soda, but it's not Coke.
Is it better to get mixers from cans? Or
Not
do you just
really.
use cans to save the
Yes.
environment?
You assume they're actually
Care
border,
about the
but
environment.
but it's more so like you simply buy what's available, and normally I find like FNN.
Cans.
There's only like cans for this,
Oh yeah. Okay.
whereas
Pretty
this
much.
is like I got it for free.
Yeah, it was
Buying
a
Copper Dog.
bundle deal.
Yeah, for buying Copper Dog, and then this was just downstairs, and we had no cans that were cold, so
Yeah.
yeah. So we normally.
All of
do
you to
two
assume that
mixes.
Alright.
No,
we
so,
care for the environment.
yeah, so with two of
Wait,
us,
what?
if there's 2 of us, we normally do 3 mixes. If there's a guest, we normally do 2 mixes split across these 6 cups. But since you're here and he's like stuck in, I don't know, Florentine, so in
I am stuck in the cyberspace somewhere.
Different dimension.
we're simply just gonna have to pour ourselves well.
Yeah.
So this is where the last like equivalent amount of
Like the half shot.
yeah.
Well, while you enjoy your proper mixers, I have some Sprite with me, so I will
Hey,
try that.
man, like Sprite is a good mixer.
Yeah?
I think Sprite is like it adds a lot of sweetness, but it's clean enough that you still get the alcohol. Like, but
Is
you
that-
gotta choose what to mix it with. Well, I suppose. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, that's a lot.
Is it?
That's what we are here to find out. What exactly mixes well with the drinks.
I think like Coke with Wild Turkey is going to be like a sure thing.
It's gonna be lit, dude.
Yeah. Ginger ale, like actually the Wild Turkey might be strong enough to like not get overpowered by the ginger ale.
Sounds like
I
it.
think the ice cream soda is just gonna taste like a rum and raisin.
Ice cream soda is gonna be an interesting mixer, that's for sure.
Yeah, and especially
Because
like,
you know
yeah.
we've only done like the ice cream soda once
Yeah.
so far.
And I would think that like going like zero versus like sugar mixer would taste a bit different because like the taste of the artificial sweetener is like different from it's different from like the taste of like cane sugar. Like if you guys ever get the chance, like I love the glass bottle Coke like from Thailand.
Oh,
Like the
Oh,
stuff is
glass
different.
I believe I have a funny story about that. I believe that when I tried to open up one of those, I actually destroyed the glass bottle instead of the cap.
What?
Yeah.
No, I have a bottle opener in my wallet for like when I go to like
Yo,
I
Ed.
in case of
I have a
emergencies.
bottle opener there, and I think I lost. I have my card bottle opener. Like
Oh yeah,
somewhere
it's the same thing. Mine is like an ace.
That's
Yo,
right.
Ed, I think you might need to get an X-ray to see if there's a muscle in your head.
No,
Oh no, I took it out of my wallet because I.
the brain is a muscle.
Yeah, I took
Yeah.
it out of my wallet because I went overseas recently, but yeah, it's at
Yeah.
home somewhere. Anyway,
Alright, so let us begin sampling the Wild Turkey Rye, but with our 3 different mixes here. So we have cold Coke, cold ginger ale, and well, lukewarm F&M. Because we done messed up Aaron. Alright, cheers man, let's sample the Coke.
Yes. God damn it, Aaron.
I don't really care for it.
Yeah,
It's not. It's very
alcoholic
flat.
Coke.
Like it's
Alcoholic
just
Coke.
like I don't taste the Coke, and I also don't taste the Wild Turkey. Now all I taste is ethanol. I think maybe it's because it's Coke Zero.
Yeah, I get a weak taste of grain, that's about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna finish that if you don't mind.
Damn.
Problem, so we just pour that away.
That's not.
Alright.
I guess
that's
we
not a-
finally found.
But that's sad. I thought it would work well.
Yeah.
Finally found something that actually make Coke taste bad.
Right.
Are you sure? We have plenty of things that make Coke taste bad.
Really,
No, but
honestly,
it might be the ratio too. Like,
yeah. Honestly, the only other time that it actually tasted bad was, what was it? The Jim Beam apple.
Jimmy Apple is just bad.
I'm pretty sure that most Jim Beam stuff tastes
no,
pretty
dude.
bad. This one just looks like an actual tiger beer.
Just
That's
like
cute.
piss, bro. Cheers, man. So it's
Cheers.
ginger ale. Fever tree. Ooh, I don't really like this.
Yeah, me
It makes
neither.
it bite. It makes it bite.
It tastes like a hibiki highball.
Are you
that's
sure?
not a compliment. It's just
I am not fond of highballs and
I don't taste the bite. Like this just tastes like, I'm sorry, like it tastes like nothing. Like there's
Really?
nothing in particular that that comes to me. Like you know how some things are greater than the sum of their parts.
yeah.
Like this is not. one
This
of
is
them.
not it.
This is
It
not,
just
like,
ain't it.
They like they destroy each other instead of like what's the term with waves like
Rather than like
So it's instead of amplification, it's just neutralization.
yes, it's like destructive. Oh yeah, it's constructive versus destructive waves. These
Ah.
two liquids are like a destructive wave. Like yeah.
shit. What's the term? Is it diffraction? I don't think so.
I think with
Resonance?
light is different. Alright, let's try the F and then last one.
All right, last one. Then we can wrap
Please
up
be
this
a sleeper.
episode.
Please be a sleeper.
Yes.
Cheers.
This is not it. This just ain't it. This ain't it, bro.
You oh sorry. You cleanse your palate first. You're the host, you cleanse your palate first.
Oh, this ain't it.
Alright, so today we learned that with Wild Turkey you have to have it neat or on the rocks and not with a
Yep.
mixer.
Yep, I agree. So you know how we normally have a gag drink, right? So let's kind of just like mix all these together and then sample the goods.
I'm sitting that out.
Alright, what's the challenge at?
Jesus Christ. It's like
Challenge.
beer cow.
Bon appetit.
Yeah, this is what happens when you guys have like a lightweight on the pot.
It's fine.
You know, if you have enough here, you would probably done the same thing.
Yeah, we would have done exactly the same thing, man.
This taste is like chewing on a leaf.
Chewing on like chewing on bitter nut. What are you tasting, man?
Please describe the complex interaction of the flavors between.
Okay,
What, Wild Turkey?
you know when you go into the jungle and then you take like a CV leaf and then you put it in your mouth and you decide to chew it.
You know, like in NS, like when I was a sergeant, right? Like, I had a man come in, and like because he was deprived of cigarettes outfit, he tried to smoke the grass. he tried to smoke the grass, and then like he just started coughing, and then I was like, "What do you do? What do you do, bro?" Like he was like, "I smoked the grass." He was like, "I'm not even gonna punish you for that. Like that, you should have learned that lesson on your own."
There's some desperation. Like, that's desperate right there, man. What the heck?
I know. Right? This tastes like, okay, it's going to sound bad on the distillery, right?
Right.
It tastes like a Clynelish that was mixed with gin and then had a bit more alcohol, like percentage added to it, and it became more. It dried your tongue out more. That's what it tastes like.
Just like them topping off the Wild Turkey with like raw ethanol and shaking it a little bit, hoping that it will emulsify.
Hey, maybe if you add some of the the Tourist Classic into that, it'll taste exactly the same.
Bro, I'm not going to do him the injustice. Man needs to actually wake up like on time tomorrow. You know? He's
Fair enough.
not gonna
Yeah,
give
I'm
you a
waking up
bad
at
drink.
5 a.m. tomorrow, unfortunately.
For lifting?
No, to work, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
for-
shit.
I gotta lift after, but it's fine. I'll just hydrate
Yes.
well before I sleep. It's okay.
Oh, alright. I think
That's
I think
where-
Thank you for taking
not
the
just
things,
my
bro.
mental strength, but
Yeah.
my liver strength has been tested with this sample here.
Strength of your taste buds too, man.
Yeah, man. I believe my taste buds have like committed harakiri, but let's move on the episode. Alright, before we wrap up every episode, we always do like a review of how we feel about any whiskey that we sampled.
Sure,
today.
sure.
So we do a rating out of 10 based on how you experienced it
Oh, okay.
neat,
Yeah.
on the rocks, and with a bunch of mixers.
So like 3 10s.
No. So
Oh,
just
like
out
one.
of 10, yeah. So try to be as biased as you can.
Wow. You going first or you want me to?
I can go first so that you can see like how we do it. So I
Uh,
would say that based on this, neat and on the rocks,
Mm.
it definitely elevates it. So it'll probably be like an 8. But with the mixers, it absolutely, it is a bit of a fall flat.
Mm.
So I can't really give it too much. Like the perfect drink will mix well with everything as well. Aside from being enjoyable on the rocks and neat. So this would probably be like a 7.5 for me.
Okay, honestly, like, you know, the thing about Wild Turkey, like, I think I understand why the mangaka of Baki chose to put it with Hanayama. I don't know if he drinks whiskey himself, but like Hanayama, like, this is a whiskey that stands on its own. Like, it stands on its own, right? So, neat and on the rocks, like, if it was just those two, like, and especially, like, coming from someone who traditionally, like, I hate whiskey. Like, but, like, today, like, this was, like, opinion changing, right? Like, if it was just neat and on the rocks, it's like a solid 8.5, 9 for me. Just based on, like, how, like, the balance of the whiskey, right? Like, it's punchy, like, I think a whiskey should be, but it's not so punchy that all I taste is fire. But with the mixers, like, that hurt. Like,
Human fall flat,
like,
bro.
I think that, like, we just have to choose better mixers for this whiskey. Like, it's kind of like pairing wine and food, right? Like,
Yeah,
so it's a bit unfair, but, like, I think with the if I include the mixers in the rating, it's like a 7 or like a 6.5.
This is why Hanayama drinks this from the bottle and nothing
Yeah.
else.
It's not that Hanayama is an alcoholic. It just tastes bad with mixers, unfortunately.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is a drink that's meant to be sampled on its own.
Yeah. And like we need to do like a follow up where he comes down and samples the Wild Turkey too. Like it's only fair.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, we'll do like a. Yeah, like
it's okay, now that you are the permanent guest co-host, I'm looking forward to the next few episodes where we attempt to have 4 or 5 people fit into my room alone.
I think we can get a different venue, bro. It's okay.
Alright.
We just rent the like external studio at Pick 360.
That's pricey, bro.
Review on the whiskey review on the Pendulum Squad.
Ooh, okay.
Throat and quads burning.
Alright.
Man, if you want the true Singaporean experience, we can do a whiskey review in the void deck.
No, bro. That means that we have to do it within a certain hour.
Man, you can do it at 2 a.m. No one gives a shit. Wait, what?
No, bro. We are law-abiding citizens, I hope.
Yes, we are law-abiding indeed. We shall not drink past 11 p.m.
We are law-abiding citizens.
Yeah, right now it is 10:09, so we're still.
Exactly.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Alright. This has been a good episode, man. So let's do one final wrap up. So I'm going to defer back to my point about manual instruments, right? Yeah. So remember how I mentioned like 3 things that are very quintessential to mitigating how drunk you get from alcohol.
Yeah.
First is that you need a lot of vegetables, lots of fiber. Second is you want high protein. And last one is that you want to minimize fat. So as you can see from this little calendar I have here, right? My ingenious plan was to, before any kind of dinner where I would potentially drink afterwards, I would have vegetables. As I've actually been honestly having like vegetables every single day.
Eating your vegetables.
Whereas from like January to the end of March, I actually had vegetables only for like the first 4 weeks, and there was only Brussels sprouts. And then vegetables were sporadic, only if I ate like type.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the other part was getting my fiber in through fruits and not just vegetables. So hence the banana. Cause banana, you know, is like the bodybuilding lifesaver. It's
pretty high fiber. Yeah, it's better than taking like raw psyllium husk, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it also gives you a fair amount of potassium.
Yeah.
And potassium is absolutely essential if you want to keep like glycogen within the muscle. Yes.
For sure.
That's right.
So coconut water is so popular too, right?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I have an innate bias against like coconut water.
Yeah, coconut water makes my stomach feel funny, so
I just hate the taste of coconut in and of itself. So screw
fair
that.
Enough,
Well,
fair enough, yeah.
I wish you all the best with the Cavendish.
Pina colada.
No.
Yeah. Hopefully the Cavendish remains around. If not, Ed's gonna be screwed.
Ooh. Alright, Ben. Anything to
Yes.
wrap up the episode before we wrap up the episode?
Honestly, yeah, just one question, right? In the Baki series, right? When you discuss Hanayama drinking the Wild Turkey, does he drink it before his battles?
Okay.
When does he drink
Hanayama
it?
is an absolute sigma, so he doesn't care when he drinks.
Yeah.
So
There's-
perhaps
there's
it's
a
time.
manga that he's drinking on the way to a fight. There's instances in the manga
just
where he's
it.
drinking during a fight.
So perhaps it's time for you to test out this let's coin it the Hanayama theory, whether or not alcohol actually improves your
My coach is gonna
Physical
have to have a word with
capabilities.
me about that. We're gonna get
Hey,
worse
hey.
unracks on bench press if I
Hey, my friend, if it works, it works, you know?
I just unrack all the way forward.
Okay, maybe the next thing,
It's like a
next time they test you, it wouldn't be drugs, it will be alcohol.
No, it's funny because I did get drug tested over the weekend. Like,
Right?
cause I won, right? Like, I got drug tested.
So what does it mean to be strong? It means that you need to be an absolute winner, and they need to drug test you to make sure you ain't cheating.
Like, and bonus points if you do the whole competition drunk.
Oh shit!
Like, I'm putting that down. Like, if I'll sign up for like a joke meet, and I'll do it drunk.
Alright. Whiskeys and
Time to find out, let's go.
Whiskeys and Weebs Super Total Meet.
Super total meet.
Super Total.
Squat, bench,
Alright.
deadlift, weighted dip, strict curl.
You must You must do every single attempt after drinking a beer.
Oh my
If you
God.
on the platform, it's on you.
Yeah, it's funny because like okay, like another thing, like I used to be a like competitive street dancer, so like I'll go to battles, and then there was this like ladies only battle called the Ladies Call, but they had like a male component. So like, but the thing about the male component is that like before every round, the guy going out had to take a shot. Yeah, so we got some pretty sick stuff, and it was like a shot of Absolute. It wasn't even good alcohol.
Yeah, absolutely.
Salute, oh damn.
I think it was like Absolute Citron. Yeah. That was pretty entertaining. Maybe I wouldn't do that with any appreciable amount of weight. Like maybe we have sober spotters, but like I'd be open to trying it. Yeah, spotters need to be
Alright.
sober.
Whiskies and Weebs gonna have a strength competition in the future, man.
Ed has his content right there, man.
Alright, max Strickle, but you must shotgun a beer before you do it, otherwise you get 3 red lights immediately.
You have to bite into the can of the platform.
Yeah. You have within 2 minutes, you have to shotgun the beer, go onto the platform, pick up your weight, strict curl it, get called to lower it, and then step off the platform.
Whiskies and Weebs strict curl meat.
Oh shit. You know,
After that, instead of a
so
drug
something
test,
funny
you gotta have a
was that-
breathalyzer.
No, I think I told you this, but what happened was that when Powerlifting Singapore had like AMA, ask me anything, I sent in a question, it's like, what are the chances that strict curl competition is going to grow in the same manner as like a powerlifting competition? As the powerlifting scene.
They told you to rent the void deck, bro.
Yes. There's a good place to start. Oh, clearly starting at like the market is not
Literal street lifting. Okay.
Alright,
Whiskies and Weebs street lifting meat.
Alright.
Right.
So now you know our future plans. This has been an absolute wonderful episode. I look forward to having my permanent guest co-host back on the podcast, on the talk show, as well as my actual co-host physically present within the venue of the next episode. because
Perhaps
it's the
I
next
shall
episode.
manifest myself. Yeah.
Otherwise, Wild Turkey Rye, best enjoyed, neat and on the rocks. If you enjoyed this episode, which was absolutely full of memes and dreams, like, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, follow us on our social media. I'll link it all below.
Thanks for
Alright.
having me, guys.
Yep, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here. And cheers, mate.
Man, you gotta do the FMA muscle.
No, not this pose. It's like.
I shouldn't have worn like a long sleeve. Alright, Whiskies and Weebs
Alright,
out.
Whiskies and Weeps. That's the end of the episode.